Hey, this is Dan, and welcome back to the podcast. When you do the math, you have the facts. Find your passion. Live on purpose. That's today's episode, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Take the emotional part out of most of your problems and see what happens. Take the emotional part out, meaning we're not here to be people pleasers. We're not here to please everybody. We're supposed to have boundaries. We're supposed to be able to live our life, pursue our passions, and do it in a way where we can find our purpose in that process. All too often, people are presented with challenges or obstacles or something that stops them from moving forward. The way I see it, it's an opportunity for you to truly 100% face your passions, find your purpose, get over the obstacles, and live your life. That's the way I see it. That's the way I look at problems. Now listen, not all problems are created equal. There are insurmountable problems that come up where, quite frankly, I don't even know what I would do. We're talking about health of your children, passing of a spouse, those things. There is counseling and therapy and professionals that can for sure help. I'm talking about day-to-day stuff. For example, you don't get the grade you were expecting on a final exam, and it's a debate with you and the professor. You have an employer who decides to put up challenges your way that are almost impossible to overcome. You're in a sports team and you're trying to get everybody on the same page so you can win the championship or get to the championship, whatever it might be. You're a business organization and you have sales objectives and you have a team of people that are dysfunctional in poor communication and you're trying to find your way in the process, or you're the person that's in your business that's trying to make a difference, or the person in your household trying to make a difference, or you're that guy that's just trying to find some happiness in your life and follow your passions and your purpose and come to a place in your life where you realize that, you know what, you are making a difference. And if that's true for you, if you can get to that point in your life where you can actually start accomplishing things, you're going the right direction, but problems are going to come your way. You're going to have things that are just a reality check to see how bad do you really want it. Case and point, that's my life. Opportunities that have come my way that I looked at huge problems or challenges that I thought to myself, you know what, I'm in a bad spot here and I only got myself here. Why am I here? Woe is me. I feel so bad that I got myself in this problem. But let's look in retrospect. Let's just say this hypothetically speaking, let's say that you're in a situation where let's say you're in a relationship. You're in this relationship and the relationship's not going well. You're behind on your bills. You're making good money. You're not spending effectively. The time that you're spending with your spouse is superficial. Although maybe you want it to be a better relationship, you can't find that passion in the relationship. It's more physical. It's more topical. It's superficial. It is what it is. And there's no true foundation there. Now, let me ask you this. That person decides to up and leave you and go a different direction, left you holding the bag for all of the debt and all the problems, and they go on and live their life and forget their responsibilities and move on. Yeah, that's a huge problem for anybody, and some of you listeners are probably going through that right now. Somebody left you without explanation. Now you're left holding the bag. Things changed. You're no longer in that relationship, and now you've got to figure out. Now you're alone. Now you're broke. Now you got to figure out what to do next. Now, I always said this, but I haven't always done this. When you do the right thing, the next right thing happens. So this podcast, you need to have the facts. A person who doesn't love you is gone now, and nothing is going to change that. Time for you to move on. Financially, you're in a bad situation. It's time to start repairing your finances. How do you do that? You got to pay attention to what's going on. And through the math, where are you currently at, and through your fact finding, you put everything on the table, and then now is the time for you to come up with a solution. Don't live in the problem anymore. Take away the emotions from it. And if you're interested in going from A to B, dude, I got so many problems right now. I don't even know where to start. I want to start living my life. I should be successful. Dan, I want to have a podcast like you. Your problems all the knowledge you have, all of that wisdom, when you start finding solutions, and some people need help, go to launchwithdan.com. Get on my calendar. Let me call you so that you and I can put together a strategy of how you're going to go from point A to point B. Super simple. It's not going to cost you anything. I'm looking for 3 people right now to take action, to get out of the adversity in their life and start living in their purpose, their passion, so they can have a remarkable life, because your best days are ahead of you. Today I'm leaving to go to the day job. Got some great news yesterday about some major accomplishments and goals that I've been working on for a really long time. And now they're starting to take effect. And I'll tell you what, 2 years ago, I thought for sure it was going to happen a lot sooner. A year goes by, still working towards it. Basically, it took a lot of adversity and a lot of greater challenges. And I can go on, and I might do another podcast about this, about some of the challenges I've been going through lately. But it's because of the blueprint I was able to come out on top. And as I'm leaving to go in today, I knelt down for a quick minute and just said, thank God, man. Thank God that I had these problems and these challenges, because I got to learn a little bit more about who I was. Just when I thought I was the Dan I've always wanted to be, God, the universe, business, life throws more challenges my way. And I've got a blueprint that I can go by. It helps me solve problems. It helps me live on purpose. It helps me find passion. It motivates me. It keeps me going. It's my fuel. And I want to share it with you. Go to launchwithdan.com. Get on the calendar. Let me call you. And what ended up happening was, in that minute, in that moment, that I just knelt down and said, thank you. I am gratefully appreciative for these problems that you've given me an opportunity to provide solutions and make a difference. Because that's what you got to do, is you got to be able to want to make a difference. And if you've got problems right now and you're trying to get through them, and you know you're a good person, you know you've got good character, or you know you want to be a good person or have good character, now's the time. Now's the time for you to show up. Now's the time. It's your reality check. If you're hearing this, you need to ask yourself a question. Are you where you could be? You are far greater than where you currently are at right now in your life. You could be so much more advanced and further ahead at helping so many more people. This podcast is really, today, it's all about finding the facts, looking at them, taking the emotion out of your problem so you don't put more energy in that space. Doing the math. What is it going to take for me to get out of this problem? 90% is the solution. And when you do that, you can actually start to find your passion. And when you find your passion, that's the fuel to go towards your purpose. I certainly hope this podcast served you. And more importantly, I would love to connect with you. Go to Apple iTunes. 5-star rating review would be dynamite. I should have just closed it right there, but I'm going to keep going. Writing me a review would be great so other great people can find it, because you all know that if you're listening to this, you could be better than you currently are right now. And if you want to be better than you are right now, then yes, today is the day. You're going to need to find a way 100% of the time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.